Hello, welcome to Draw Tip Tuesday. My name is Koosje Koenen and I'm here to guide you on your creative journey. Let's do this thing together. You know, we all love drawing, so why not just find our way into that journey together? And today I want to show you a fun trick that I have shown before, but it's never a bad idea to revisit things, techniques, and ideas. I'll be making a watercolor wash, and by making a watercolor wash, which basically means you are painting the page with the color that you like, once it's dried, you can draw on top of it. So you are preparing the page for a drawing you are going to make. And then you will also see me do a drawing on top of the watercolor wash, so you can see what the effect is. Let's go! I am using a big flat brush, watercolors and some water, and my Hahnemühle Nostalgie A5 sketchbook. The watercolor brand is Daniel Smith and the blue that I'm using is Cerulean Blue. With a big brush like this, it's really easy to fill a page very quickly with big strokes. And I like the texture that it gives. But you can also use any other kind of brush as long as they are not too small. You don't necessarily need a big flat brush. You can just use a big brush as well, or a watercolor brush, just bigger than a number 10 or 12, I would recommend, so that you can cover a lot of ground without too many strokes. For the drawing, I am using my Sailor fountain pen with Fude nib, calligraphy nib. And I recently made a Draw Tip Tuesday video about this pen, so you can find that in my YouTube channel. What I'm doing is I'm starting with the bridge from the photo that I selected, and this is a bridge close to my house. So it is kind of familiar, but of course, as soon as you start drawing, you start actually looking, and then you start seeing so much more. So I'm just taking it slow and I am trying to find the right curves of that bridge. It's really a nice architectural bridge with decorative elements. And I'm trying to add those, but I'm not going to go into detail too much. For the metal part of the bridge, I am sort of winging it, creating a bit of a pattern rather than like counting every part of that bridge. I'm just trying to translate what I see into a quick line and pattern. Slowly I work my way through the drawing. I keep looking at the photo just as I would if I would be sitting there live outside on location. I would keep looking and my head would bob up and down and up and down and up and down on my drawing, and then my subject again and my drawing again. And my eyes would be more on the subject than on my page. And same goes for drawing from a photo for reference. Now there's a curve on the bridge and that makes the perspective even a little bit more challenging, but I'm using negative spaces to figure it out. And of course it's not perfect, but I'm not looking for perfect. I'm looking for a moment to draw and representing what I see, my interpretation of this place, and the things that catch my eye, I try to put them on paper. In the far back, I see the metal of the other side of the bridge, so I'm doing the same thing, sort of drawing a curvy pattern instead of focusing on tiny details, which are not important at all. I'm looking for landmarks to which I can measure the background. So I can draw those buildings in the back, and I can already see that I'm making tons of mistakes, but that's fine. It looks like buildings in a row, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the perfect architectural illustration. And slowly but steadily, this page is being filled. And I love how the background gives so much texture to it and life to it, and the line on top is even more exciting. For the windows of the building, again, I am creating a pattern rather than counting every single window and trying to get it right, if you know what I mean. Just a pattern of simple stripes can actually indicate that this is a building with, well, many windows. There might be 5 floors in the building, there might be 4, there might be more. I don't know, I'm not counting them. It doesn't matter. It really is about trying to translate that this is a street scene, a view seen from the bridge. There are some trees, and I always find it kind of tricky to draw trees because how much detail are you going to add? Especially if there are no leaves on the trees. Am I going to draw every branch? No, I am just going to try and indicate those winter branches, and I think I can get away with it. I also think that if you find something tricky, then you shouldn't focus too much on it, because then you are going to try too hard, and then the focus in the drawing is actually going to be on that part where you struggled. So try to relax and keep it loose. Try to be smart and make it easy on yourself, and then focus back on the stuff that is really important to you in the drawing. And obviously those trees are important for this street scene, but capturing them perfectly is not important at all. Now I feel like this drawing could be done, but I am adding just a few details. Some lines to indicate the water of the canal, some lines on the bench in the curve, indicating the brickwork in the front here on the bridge. I filmed this demo a while ago, and that was on Blue Monday. I didn't know it was Blue Monday then. Apparently that's like a depressing day in the year, but I was pretty happy drawing. I hope you will try this yourself. It's really fun, and you can just do a watercolor wash on a random page in your sketchbook. So if you are going through your sketchbook making a drawing every day, ideally, then at some point you will find yourself at that filled sketchbook page with a color that might be a little bit surprising, and you have a little bit of a challenge or a surprise or something fun to work with at that moment. So it might be a good idea to just do a few washes on different pages in your sketchbook and surprise yourself. Have fun, and if you like my Draw Tip Tuesday videos, then please also visit my Patreon page, because you can support me to keep making these videos on a weekly basis for free here on YouTube. Everything that you need to know about that is on my Patreon page, and the link to that is below the video. I'll see you next week. Before you go, and yes, I have changed and I've done my hair especially for this special announcement, because I want you to know that I am teaching a workshop in Paris this fall, and it's called Paris Sketchbook, and you can sign up. You will learn from me and other really wonderful, inspiring artists, and you can sign up now. Seats are limited, so don't wait too long, because this might just be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I hope to see you in Paris. Au revoir!